Hello everyone, I am Brooklyn Summers, and today I'm going to be talking to you about our digital marketing plan for Fitbit. So for starters, Fitbit is a health and fitness company dedicated to building products that supports a transformation in our customers' lives. While health and fitness is a serious business, Fitbit feels it does not have to be a tedious one as well. Fitbit believes that our customers are more likely to reach his or her specific goals for themselves if they are encouraged to have fun, smile, and feel empowered along the journey. Our products, which are right here, include smartwatches, Versa and Iconic, fitness trackers, the new Charge 3, Alta HR, Alta, Flex 2, and Ace for Kids, as well as more products like the Aria 2 Smart Scale, various accessories, our Fitbit Coach training app, and Flyer wireless headphones. We are the leader in wearable technology. With health and fitness being the growing trend nowadays, we want to target those individuals who are inactive and need motivation. But we also want to target those who are the athletic individuals who are looking to track their data. Over the next 2 years, we want to sell 4 billion devices and be known as the top wearable device producers by staying ahead of our competition. We as a whole will be able to complete this overall objective by focusing our energy on these objectives. We want to build brand awareness for new customers and brand engagement for our existing customers by 5% for the year end 2019. To support an increase of sales, our digital marketing plan has an objective to increase Fitbit revenue on Fitbit.com by increasing traffic to the site by 6% for the year end 2019. And finally, we want to enhance customer relations by optimizing our mobile apps, Fitbit and Fitbit Plus Health and Coaching, by 4% for the year end 2019. So we're going to do this by our digital marketing channel breakouts. I want to start with website and user experience. This is all about how our company is portraying ourselves to our customers. The importance of this is to make sure that our content is easy for our customer to use and find their intended information. Here is where we can utilize the website structure types and page elements. If we use the best layout elements and styles, we will be able to best appeal to our customers, thus increasing our traffic site in our objectives. We can use standard web analytic measures such as acquisition, behavior, and conversions to better assess the traffic of viewers to our site. Our company not only wants to focus on website, but our mobile app as well. We also want to ensure that our mobile app has a nice layout for the best usage and the best results for our customers. We would use metrics such as number of sessions, pages, and time on the app to ensure the best results of our app. Next, I want to talk about search engine optimization, or SEO. This is an index of websites through links and images. There are several different types, and the 5 most important factors are technical SEO, content, link profile quality, user engagement, and mobile SEO. We will use SEO to better our content, design, and user experience. This triple threat of our competitors will give us more traffic to our website, thus contributing to our increase of sales. Here is also where we want to focus on keywords such as tracker, watch, and fitness. With these keywords, we want to focus on organic rank position for measuring purposes. Overall, we will use SEO analytics to measure our increase of traffic with things such as inbound links and link quality, search visibility, crawl errors, site speed, broken links, rank ranking, competitor backlinks, and brand marketing. I also want to talk about paid search. This is a complex channel, which may take many years to understand, and this is based off of keywords. The 3 main factors of this are bid, ad quality, and years to or expected impact of ad extensions. We can utilize the keyword and binding purposes for the company to better our website. This is where we want to use those keywords again, such as tracker, watch, and fitness. Our company would also want to use wordage such as Fitbit, smartwatch, and fitness trackers in our ads to insert site clicks. This will also help us to increase our website traffic and inferring the increase of sales in our objectives. We can use metrics such as performance, conversion, and competitive analytics to ensure that we are using our paid ads to our advantage. Here I want to talk about social media and paid social media. So social media is defined as any website or app that enables users to create and share content or to participate in socially. We can utilize here our company's voice through our company page or profile with posts and our page followers that align with our overall strategy. For this, we want to increase the usage of social media advertising on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. This will greatly assist with building brand awareness and engagement on all forms of social media. We will use social analytics to measure the activity based on people's interactions with our business social media platforms. Our company would also utilize image and video ads to not only articulate our products, but also to show how our products work best for our company and customers and his or own specific lifestyle. So paid social media is advertising on social media platforms. These ads can be used in several different and on all social media networks. We can utilize audience targeting to attain a broader reach on all platforms of social media that I listed above. This will also help us to achieve brand engagement and brand awareness. We can use social measures such as impressions, click-through rate, conversions, and also average engagement rate to determine if we are increasing to meet our goals and objectives listed in the many previous slides. Next, I want to talk about email marketing. This includes welcome messages, product retargeting, abandoned cart reminders, and personalized product recommendations. We want to utilize this type of marketing with a mundane and repetitive approach. We will have tailored our content to ensure a stronger customer relation and ultimately increasing the conversion rate and revenue for the company. Even though this is not in line with our to achieve our objectives listed above, this will assist us in making our customers feel informed and important. We can measure this when there is a purchase that takes place after an email, whether that email be a reminder or a marketing campaign that we is sent with conversion rates and values. Finally, I want to talk about mobile marketing. Mobile marketing is just like any other device marketing, but on a smaller screen. We as a company need to ensure that we are presenting our website and our app the way we want them to look on the smaller, more compact screen. We will decide what type of design we want to use for our website, whether that be responsive or adaptive, to showcase our company on a mobile device. This will greatly help us to reach our goal to enhance customer relations on our apps. We could use accelerated mobile pages to increase and measure our mobile website speed. So with all of these digital marketing channels, breakouts, all combined, I want to give you my recommendations. I believe that all of the ones that I listed before are important, although since budgets and resources are finite, there are ones that should the company be more specifically inclined to for each marketing goal we have. I believe that social media and paid social media is the most important channels for the first objective, which is to build brand awareness and brand engagement. I say this because this is how we will be able to get our brand and products out to the world easier and faster than ever before. For the second objective, which is increased traffic to our website and mobile apps, I believe that search engine optimization, paid search, and email marketing is very important here. These three channels together will be able to work off one another to ensure the most increase to our traffic to our site. I believe that user experience and mobile marketing is the most important channels for the third objectives. And these two work hand in hand so that the mobile is becoming the new laptop, meaning that mobile is not to the point of being the only device we need to be concerned about, but it should be thought of first. On the other hand, I believe that there are least important channels for our objectives, which I think are digital display advertising, audiences and retargeting, shopping on Google and Amazon, and content marketing. I state this because even though they are effective channels for customers to find us, they do not directly benefit our objectives for our digital marketing plan. We can improve the delivery of our website through other channels, as well as we will still be able to utilize cookies placed on people's browsers after engaging with our website app to track and remarket to those audiences. I believe that if we update our website shopping experience, we will have enough traffic without Google and Amazon's assistance to effectively complete our marketing goals and our digital marketing goals as well. Finally, we will achieve our business objectives, not content objectives, by using the best digital channels for our digital marketing objectives. In conclusion, digital marketing is something that builds upon itself. It is where one thing aids another to be better than before, which helps another area, and so on. We first need to keep the end user in mind for our best customer experience. When doing this, our website needs to take the user directly to what they are specifically looking for on all of our devices, including mobile. Did you know a mobile device owns 81% of active social media users? That astonishing fact shows that we should be focusing on mobile first. Based on the items above, I believe that we will be able to achieve the increase of social media awareness, increase in site traffic, and a better mobile user experience. Then in measuring all of these channels, we will be the most beneficiary in assessing our bottom line, as well as our overall goals for the future of Fitbit. Here are my references that I used. And I want to thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I very much hope that you take my recommendations and considerations into account for Fitbit's next digital marketing plan.